At the end of Marigold Lane lived a little boy named Aarav. He loved stories, colors, and drawing worlds that only he could imagine. Around him, everyone else seemed to know a secret. The harder he tried, the far the answers seemed to drift away. When the test was returned, the red mark was louder than any words. Some disappointments are too heavy for little hands to carry. That afternoon, even the shortest road felt endless.
And with them, a little piece of Aarav's confidence disappeared too. Sometimes the hardest question isn't on the page, but someone else was beginning to notice. His grandmother smiled, as though she already knew a secret. Inside were old buttons, each carrying a story of its own. She didn't begin with numbers.
They were real, something he could see, touch, and understand. That evening, the lesson didn't feel like homework anymore. For the very first time, every evening, buttons made sense of numbers. Little by little, fear gave way to curiosity. She knew confidence had to grow. This time, he believed.
But today there were only numbers. Without the buttons, the old fear quietly returned. The room moved forward, but Aarav couldn't.
That evening, Aarav carried home something heavy. He didn't want to open the box. Comfort begins with silence. She had seen that look many years ago. The buttons were never the answer. They were only a bridge, helping him discover the pictures he could already carry inside. Then came a question that made the whole class pause. Aarav believed his answer mattered. He solved it in a way that made sense to him. There wasn't only one way to learn. He had found his own way of seeing them. Another Friday arrived, but this time something had changed. The questions were still the same, but Aarav wasn't. He couldn't hold the buttons anymore.
That old test no longer reminded him of failure. It reminded him how far he had traveled. The buttons were gone, but the confidence remained. The greatest lessons stay with us.
When the day finally ended, something inside Aarav felt lighter. The school hadn't changed, but the way he walked through it had. Confidence has a quiet way of spreading. Understanding grows stronger when it's... Every child follows a different path, and every path deserves patience. The buttons were only a beginning. The greatest lesson wasn't about numbers, it was about believing in yourself.